On Sunday, March the 9th, director Gus Van Sant put out an open call for extras to come to San Francisco's City Hall and help recreate the Gay Freedom Day of June 1978. The scene is being used for a film about Harvey Milk, starring Sean Penn in the title role and scheduled to be released this November. So I marched with my video camera out of the Castro, down Market Street, and right to City Hall, where the spirit of '78 was being recreated.
Hey there, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Chloe.
And what are you doing out here at the City Hall today?
I'm just hanging out on set. I've been hanging out on set for the past maybe month or so. Yeah.
Why?
Just, it's interesting. I'm in a media class, so it's kind of cool to see how everything works. Doing a presentation on it.
What are you doing for the movie?
I play in the San Francisco lesbian and gay band. We're 30 years old this year. We had our opening in 1978, just what we're doing here.
10-minute break.
It was Harvey's first parade, and actually his only parade as a public official.
I think it's great that people showed up, even though I have to say I'm totally anti-extra, because I think they have to be here for at least 12 hours, and I think they get like $50 maybe. Maybe if they get paid. Otherwise, sometimes they just get like food or water or whatever, and the thrill of being in the movie.
Are you having fun working on the movie?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's great. It's an uncharacteristically beautiful day. It's supposed to be June, even though it's March. So.
Oh, you know, this horn doesn't get any lighter.
I'm a little hot. I'm a little hungry, but I'm definitely glad to be here. I'm glad that I did it.
It's just really neat to be like involved in seeing how a film is put together, because I really want to possibly do that as a career. So this is like my first step, is being an extra, see what it's all about.
Do you think that, from what you've seen when you've been on set, do you think that they're doing a good job of recreating the feel of the...
Oh yeah, they have Cleve Jones, who, you know, like someone's playing his character in the movie. They have him on set every day, being a consultant and telling everybody where something happened and who was where and who was there, and it's pretty cool.
What's your name?
My name's Cleve Jones. It's spelled C-L-E-V-E Jones.
And what are you doing out here at City Hall today?
Well, I was a student intern in Harvey Milk's office. The year before he was killed, I was in City Hall when he was murdered, and I'm a historical consultant to the film.
If one of your friends asked you who Harvey Milk was, how would you answer them?
He's the first openly gay elected politician in the world.
Cool.
Yeah. Done my research on this movie.
He's the first public figure who came out as queer and then got shot down. And I think he helped a lot of people come out that wouldn't have otherwise.
I loved Harvey. He was a great man. He was very kind to me. I'm really close to my mom and dad now. They're really good people. You know, they never did anything but try to make me know that I was loved and supported. But when I came out, I was like panicking. You know, I was 17. It was a long, long time ago, and they were really frightened for me. And so for a couple of years, I wasn't really talking to them that much. But it was a time when I really needed a dad and a father figure, and Harvey was the most appropriate father figure for all of the young people that were around him, gay and straight, boys and girls.
What do you think Harvey Milk means to us here in San Francisco all these years after his assassination?
Well, he means that it's very important to come out of the closet. I mean, for someone like me, it wasn't really an option because I've always been pretty flamboyant, and I was never really in the closet. But I think it's important that other people in the mainstream see that there are gay people in all walks of life, and they're good people, and they're good citizens, and they contribute to society as a whole. and I'm glad to be a part of it.
From what I know of him, I think he seems like he was a really outstanding and important figure, not just in terms of gay rights, but in human rights.
I myself at the time was kind of heterophobic. I really didn't like straight people because I was afraid of them, and going with Harvey to the union halls and the senior citizens' homes and watching him fearlessly cross all of those boundaries just really inspired me a lot.
You know, I think he's like our Martin Luther King in the sense of he's our icon, and he was a martyr since he was murdered by Dan White.
Yeah, he's up there with all the peacemakers. You know, Martin Luther King, Gandhi, even Malcolm X, for crying out loud, you know? I mean, trying to make change.
Were you at this event, this Gay Day event in '78?
Yes, I was.
Can you tell me about it?
Well, it was so much different then. We were a lot more hippie then. We were a lot more revolutionary. It was before, you know, we were sort of just another demographic subset to market products too. There was still some revolutionary feeling. It was quaintly called gay liberation back then.
I know I learned about this in high school, but a lot of people have no idea who Harvey Milk is. They don't teach this outside of the Bay Area. Nobody knows his story, what he went through, or the things that he achieved for gay people.
I think we don't talk about Harvey Milk enough, and it's kind of sad because most of my friends don't know who he is.
You know, in San Francisco at that time, if you were a gay man or a lesbian woman and you were walking down Market Street and you saw another gay man or lesbian woman wearing a button or a t-shirt or whatever, you would look at that person, you would make eye contact, you would smile, and you would say hello, because you knew that you shared something. Both of you had probably fled from Iowa or Michigan or Texas or some place and come to this city to try to be free.
It's still the #1 place to visit for any gay or lesbian from around the world. Everybody still ends up in the Castro, celebrates their sexuality.
I think the Castro is still an interesting neighborhood, but it's profoundly different, and to be honest with you, it doesn't have much of that spirit left to it anymore.
What's your hope for this movie?
Well, I think it'll raise a lot more awareness about Harvey Milk. I mean, I think he's well known in the gay community, but perhaps this will be a crossover to the mainstream.
To hopefully get to be seen by a lot of young gay and lesbian brothers and sisters, and know a little bit about their history.
I'm so excited about this film because, first of all, I want young people to know about those times, the time before the epidemic, the time when we didn't have Ellen DeGeneres and Will and Grace and Queer Eye for the Straight Guy and all of this other stuff that's made us mainstream and marketable, if you will. I want them to remember that we were born out of a revolutionary movement that was born out of the anti-war movement and the women's movement. We felt that we were part of a larger revolution for peace and for social justice. And I think that much of that has been lost, and it angers me and it frightens me, because if your generation, if young people don't know our history, you will not be prepared to fight. And I may be wrong, but history is full of examples where people who thought they were free woke up one morning and discovered they weren't free, and they had to fight or die. And I think that it is not out of the realm of possibility that we will face that again.
The Castro I've known since I moved here 2 years ago is certainly different than the Castro of the 60s and 70s. I'm looking for the revolution, and I know it's still here, but it's a lot harder to see now.